In this lesson, we're going to continue by looking at some key terms in geometry. All right, this term that we're dealing with now, we're speaking about parallel lines. And parallel lines are really two or more lines that are the same distance apart. And this word equidistance, it means the same thing as this statement here in geometry, same distance apart. So what we're saying, parallel lines are two or more lines that are the same distance apart and they never intersect, or we can say they never meet. All right, now that's a definition. Now let's look at what they're talking about, right? I'm going to be focusing on how we construct parallel lines using our ruler, compass, and a pencil. Okay, now let me introduce you to my first piece of instrument. This is my rule, and this is a 15 centimeter rule, okay, from 0 to 15. So that's my rule. Let me just rest that aside. Good. Now another piece of instrument that I'll be introducing you to is this is my compass. Okay, now if you notice my compass, my pencil in my compass, when you're putting in your pencil in your compass, always note that the point of the pencil and the point of the compass, as I have here, they should be the same length. Okay, you notice they are equal, so that it must be lined up like that. You get a better drawing. Okay, and the length of the pencil must always be shorter than the compass. You notice how tall my compass is and how short my pencil is, because if the pencil is too long, it will be very difficult to handle. Okay, it will be bumping up on your hand when you're drawing your arcs or swinging your circles. Now whenever you're working with the compass also, you must always hold the compass at this point only, at the top here, at the apex of the compass. Well, having said all of that, now another thing I need you to note is that whenever you open your compass, as I'm doing now, if you notice, I'm opening up my compass, the distance between the point of from the point of the compass to the point of the pencil, whenever you open your compass, that distance is called a radius. So for example, when your teacher asks you to open up your compass to a certain radius, they're just saying open your compass to 3 cm, for example, or 4 cm. You would measure this on the rule, which I'm going to be looking at shortly. All right, now having said that, now good, let's look at how we construct lines, construct parallel lines using these two pieces of instruments. Let's say I had a line segment PR, so let's draw our line segment PR. So let me make it a bit interesting. Let's use diagonal lines. All right, let's construct diagonal lines. So I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to start there. Let's say my line segment, what's it, PR. Let's say it is, for example, 8 cm. So I have drawn my line segment 8 cm from 0 to 8. All right, so I am through with that, so I'm going to rest my ruler there. And now what I'm going to be doing here, before I move, let me just mark it. This is my line segment PR, for example. Okay, that's my line segment PR. Now we can be asked to construct another line segment, let's say MN, that is 3 centimeters away from PR, and both lines must be parallel to each other. So let me just pull down my rule here a bit. Now if they're asking us to construct a line segment 3 centimeters and both lines should be parallel, line segments should be parallel to each other, then it simply means then I'm going to put my rule on my desk, and I'm going to use the point of my compass, place it at 0, and I'm going to open up my compass to a radius of 3, like as I'm doing here. If you notice, I am opening up my compass to a radius of 3 cm, all right, or centimeters. Now, well, I'm through with my ruler, so I can put it aside. So what I'm going to do now, and please pay special attention, once I have opened up my compass to this radius, I can't allow my compass to shift, I must maintain this distance right throughout the procedure. Alright, so now I am going to take my compass and I'm going to place it. You can place it anywhere down here, it doesn't matter where, anywhere down here below half the length of the line. Alright, it doesn't matter, you could put it here or here or here. So I'm going to place it right there, and I'm going to use red lines. Okay, why I'm using red lines? To indicate that when the arcs, when you're using your compass, the arcs that you swing, the arcs that you use your compass to swing, they should be faded. Okay, they shouldn't be as bright as, for example, PR. They should be dull lines. Okay, so I'm going to swing an arc here, so I've placed it there, swung an arc there, so that's my first arc. And then now I am going to move my compass, and I'm going to place it anywhere up here again, but it must be above half the length of this line. Alright, so I'm going to place it there for argument's sake on the line, and I'm going to swing another arc up here. Okay, now what I just did, I've swung two arcs, so now I am going to use my rule, and I'm going to place my rule right here, and the objective is that I'm going to draw a line that passes through the arcs. Okay, that only passes through the arcs at one place, this arc and that arc. Now watch me carefully. Now I'm going to line up my ruler with that arc. Let me just pull it down a little bit. After I've placed my ruler at the top of the arcs, I'm just simply now going to draw a line from down here, and it's going to touch the arc once. Nice. So if you notice, it touched the top of this arc and it touches the top of this arc. Notice it didn't cut through the arcs. Okay, it didn't cut through them down here. So basically that's how you construct a line parallel to another. And I could give this line a name, and let's say, for example, I call this line, let's just give it a name, it doesn't matter. Let's say I call it CD. So in books you may see that, let me move my protractor up here. Sorry, my bad, my compass. So let's move the compass and the ruler a bit so that we can see what is happening. And just let's pull up this a little bit. Okay, so what this is saying really is that the line segment PR, and let me use a black line segment PR. Okay, the line segment PR, and you'll see some strokes like that. Two strokes is parallel. These two strokes mean parallel to the line segment CD, as we have here on our diagram. So the line segment PR is parallel to the line segment CD, and it's that easy. That's how you construct a pair of parallel lines using your ruler, pencil, and a pair of compass. Bye bye.